not that I can't afford a flight. So we boarded the same bus and started chatting, and the conversations were so flowing well and all that. And so our dating started from having lunch dates, dinner dates, sitting outside the field or a bar and have long talk, until one day he invited me over to his house. Honestly, I didn't expect what I saw that day. Wow, who knows what she saw? Okay. Hello, welcome to another episode of Queen Life Stories TV. Okay, so today we are going to share this wonderful story from this amazing girl. All right, so I hope you stay tuned, and at the end of this video, please don't forget, let us know what you think in the comment section. Give her an advice if you have, and let's move on to the story. Okay, now this says, hello mama, thank you so much for the audience. I really have hope that you can help me out in this situation. I have hope too. Okay, so I fell in love with a guy I met in a public transport on my way to Lagos. I just want to enjoy the journey of a long trip because I love traveling on long distance. That is, I love road trip, and it really satisfies me. Not that I can't afford a flight. So we boarded the same bus and started chatting, and the conversations were so flowing well and all that, and I immediately fell in love with this guy's charisma and sense of humor. We exchanged number before the trip ended, and we got to talking, and after a few weeks we started dating. That's love. Okay, so our dating started from having lunch dates, dinner dates, sitting outside the field or a bar and have long talk, until one day he invited me over to his house. Honestly, I didn't expect what I saw that day. Wow, who knows what she saw? Okay, I went to his house and realized that he's staying in a face me, I face you apartment. Okay, that's not bad. The place was so rough and was so crowded and had a very bad odor, and all this made me so uncomfortable because everywhere was so smelling bad and disgusting. Wow. But his room was well organized because he's a very organized guy and a very neat guy, but I don't like the environment. Okay, what I mean is that whenever you come out of the room, people will see you. You have to cook outside, you have to bathe outside, and you have to poop outside. That's quite bad. Okay, and I couldn't spend a night there because I was thinking how I will manage to poop and bathe outside. So I tried talking to him one day, because all this while I did not allow him to know my status and how rich I am and how influential I am. I invited him over to my place. I just convinced him to visit me, and he visited me. I stay in a rented flat that is well furnished. I'm a very rich girl. I have a very good business and I am doing well. That's nice. I have begged him to come and stay with me, but he refused, and I also begged him for me to rent a 2-room bedroom flat for him if he doesn't want to stay with me, yet he refused. But I can't come to his place because it is so tattered and dirty and smelling, and it makes me so scared of contacting infection from the environment and toilets. That's quite understandable, isn't it? I have begged him and begged him, but he refused. He said that he can't do it. I don't know whether it is ego or pride. I don't know the reason why he has refused to take my offer. And I love him and he loves me too, but he has refused to accept my offer. Since I met him, I have never passed a night in his house because I can't pass a night in that house and environment, because passing a night in that house requires me to take my breath outside and all that. Since we started dating, we have not spent a night together, and this has been disturbing us. He has been telling me that I can't accept him for who he is. But I told him I accept him, but the environment is not conducive for me to stay. That I am afraid to stay in such an environment. Please, what do I do about this? The truth is that I love him, but I can't stay in that environment or even think of spending a night in that environment. Should I break up or move on with the relationship? That's quite a touching story. Okay, we all know that it's always and most times a problem when the girl has money more than the guy. Men always see it as a challenge You understand? They feel challenged. So on this case now, our advice for understanding the communication. Okay, now the guy has to understand the girl's point of view. He should first of all consider the health status of his girlfriend. We're not talking about finance, we're not talking about the environment now, we're not talking about the riches, okay, or the status. We're talking about the health-wise purpose. All right, so she has said that she is afraid to stay in that place because sleeping over will cause her to either use the toilet or the bathroom, which she is liable to contact infection from. So to me, I would say that the guy should first of all understand that her health and concern should come first. This shouldn't be an issue of pride and ego. Okay, I'm the man, you should stay in my side. No, he should consider first the girl's health status. Okay, because if he should consider first the girl's status, he won't even see it as pride and ego. That is one. Two, I have seen a situation where the girl has money more than the guy, and they have kind of understanding and everything was fine. But in this part of our world, mostly the men see it as a challenge when the girl has money more than the guy. Now, if the guy really loves this girl, he should try to understand her point of view. This is not accept me for who I am. No, this is a girl you know that is not familiar with that kind of environment. I'm not trying to be sentimental. I'm not trying to support my fellow girl, but can you put yourself in her shoes? If you are there, will you come down? You can't. You can't. And Adam okay, you cannot start learning left hand at old age. This girl is a girl that kind of environment, she has never experienced it. And on a normal, aside from love, considering her status and everything, on a normal, I don't think, if not love, she can have anything to do with him. So love has made it to be like this. You don't need to use it as a privilege to subdue her to some things you know on a normal she can't take. She's trying to give you options because she loves you. It is not a bad thing for a girl that loves you to help you. Our people, this our side, have pride and ego. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's not a matter of her being richer than you or rubbing it on your face. No. She cares because if you are the guy and you have such money, you will still offer the same thing to your girl you know that stays in the slump. Because I know guys that are rich that met a girl and they fell in love with the girl that stays in a slump. They try to bring her out of there. They're not doing it because let me rub it on your face, I have money. No, they are doing it because they care and love her. So why can't you see it as this way too? Because you can't be comfortable staying in your rich apartment, whereas you know someone you love so much is staying in the slump. What is the meaning of love if you can't do all these things? So I am advising this girl now. This one I said is just general. Okay, if this guy comes across this video and he listens to this question and say that is fine. Now, coming to the part of this girl, I know you must be listening to this video. Listen, I don't know the kind of communication you have with your boyfriend, but just know that in every relationship, communication is the key. You must have a healthy communication relationship with your love partner. So you need to sit him down, give him enough reasons, try to give him examples, let him know you care. That is why you have offered to do all these things. You are not doing it to rub it on his face because you have money that he do. No, you are doing it because you care for his well-being and yours as well, because your health is also at stake. Believe you me, if you stay there for 1 night, 2 nights, you will have some reactions on your body because you are not used to that environment. That is one. Two is that you are a woman. A woman's body is much exposed and open than a man's body. He should also know this by now. Do you understand me? So sit him down, talk to him, give him enough reasons why he should accept your offer. If he doesn't want to accept your offer, let him move out of that environment for your sake. Maybe get a self-contained. If he doesn't want to go to the 2 rooms bedroom flat, let him get a self-contained. If he can't afford the self-contained, tell him let you support. How much do you have? You have 100k, okay. The self-contained is 150. Let me give you 50. Let it be a support. You understand? But one thing I need to tell you is that every relationship should have a healthy communication. Don't force it. I'm just advising you. Don't force it. Okay? Don't force it. Let it flow. And watch how it goes. If it's not going well, my dear, the ball is in your court. But I will not advise you to risk your health status because of this. Because you cannot even contain it. Okay? So please try to talk with him. Let him see reasons with you. But if he still insists, it's up to you to decide whatever you want to do. But tell him that in this generation, pride and ego will not take anybody any far. Pride and ego. The men have pride and ego, but this generation men should know by now that it's not taking them far and it does not work again. This is not olden days. Nowadays, the men and the female, that is the male gender and the female gender, now have what we call an understanding, a mutual understanding. It must not always work the way a particular gender wants or it pleases him. It must please both gender. He should know this. Okay, so I wish you the best, hope for the best for you, and I pray for the best to happen to your life. I know love life, especially when the girl has money, in this part of our world is quite difficult to come by. But I bet you, calm down, everything will work out fine. But if it doesn't, I pray a better man that will understand you more will come your way. I hope this helps you a lot. Just make sure whatever you are saying or doing, you're not rubbing the money or your status on his face. Just like he said, you never allowed him to know who you really are initially because of this. I know this is the fear of every rich girl, but no, please don't hide in that shadow. It's not bad to be a rich girl. I even love rich girls, rich single girls, because your money gives you options. Your money gives you some leverage and privileges. Okay, so thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you love it. Stay tuned to our next episode, which will drop soon, and see you.